Ever play a game where you sit and wonder why it's always the first person to see someone gets the kill or someone's using a certain weapon so they're going to do the best? Well, if you've ever complained about that and would like a game that differs, Starhawk is for you. Let me first start off by saying the build and create function that Starhawk has is just, it adds this whole new layer of gameplay. It's just perfect for the shooter genre. So no longer is it just about who has the best weapon, who sees who first, who can run to a certain place the fastest. It is all about strategy and the ability to shoot. So an example would be if you're in the open and you see a tank coming at you, you don't just run away or fire on it at will. You can build stuff around you in that immediate area to help you out. So it's not just either down rotten luck or specific instances. It's just really how you think and how you can manage things, which is really interesting for the shooter genre. And I advise anyone who has complained about what I mentioned to really take an interest in this game. Next, Starhawk probably has one of the most beautiful atmospheres in terms of space. Each map has a certain planet or outer orbit you're in, and it's just so mesmerizing. So if you're in space, you see planets, you see stars. It's just really well in depth and in tune. And if you're on a planet, you see maybe space dust or another planet near you, and just in all this space debris. It is really cool, and why I think people would just, rent this game just to look at the atmospheres. Probably another shining star for Starhawk is the game modes are different in a sense of what you can use. So if you want to play on this map, you can choose if you want it to be, if you want people to spawn everything, or just air stuff, or just ground stuff, or just, things called a lone wolf, which is, jetpack vehicles like garages and jeeps and stuff like that. And it really is interesting because you won't approach a certain situation on one game mode and map as you would that same game mode and map in a different scenario or specifics with the vehicles you have, which again leads me back into the build and create function, which is just again another great tactical addition to a shooter genre that is already overpopulated with I guess overpoweredness. To sum up the pros of this game, it's just it's very tactical oriented along with your shooting ability, which brings me into the point of you need to know how to approach a situation, which is what I think some people don't like about Starhawk and what they've mentioned about it. Starhawk has a learning curve, but not in terms of being able to get used to the weapons or the drop-down system. What I mean by a learning curve is you need to know how to approach any given situation. You can't just rush into their base, an enemy base, with a jeep. You need to know how to get past turrets, how to infiltrate their bases, how to deal with shields and watchtowers and snipers. So the problem I had at first was figuring out how to take out a beam turret, which targets vehicles, and take out a shield generator while trying to help my teammates. And what I ended up doing was just finding a way to sneak past the beam turret or just run right through it as fast as I could, jump off, and then start aiming at anything I could just to get a distraction out of them, and then I'd run away and go to my main objective. That's the learning curve. It's not shooting or getting used to the controls. It's actually figuring out how to approach situations. It really just relies on your ability to use your head. So if you need to flank somebody to take care of them, it's not just for the kill. It literally is for the, I guess, future of the game, because your ability to take out a tank or enemy sub base really can dictate how the rest of the game goes. So your ability to take out an enemy position could really win or lose you the match, which is really very good in a sense of the pressure is there, but not negative pressure. So Starhawk really is just all about knowing your limits and how to avoid situations or how to beat the situations before you actually run into them. So this is why I think people are complaining about Starhawk, saying the flawed ground combat or the being raped in the spawn by mechs and tanks. Well, that happens because you did not figure out how to approach situations, and the spawn raping happened because your teammates didn't figure out how to do that, or you didn't as well. So Starhawk is a great tactical shooter for those who want something different than just a run and gun shoot 'em up. For those who are looking for something different, definitely buy Starhawk. It is worth it. And those who just like shoot 'em ups with really no thinking, with no ability to, uh, I guess, figure out things rather than just run and gun. And for those who aren't really interested in the story, I'd say rent it.